You may have noticed the Orlando area is once again facing a shortage of tens of thousands of homes. The developer says it'll take years to repair it.
And they expect prices in the meantime will increase. Channel 9's Nick Pampantona spoke to that expert about how long this should last and what we can do in the meantime, as this is forcing people to really get desperate.
Nathan Hellman takes us through the apartment building he shares with his young son, a building in which residents have long complained about maintenance issues and unresponsive management. Rent at the Hideaway Oaks Studios, considered by nonprofit groups to be housing of last resort, is about $1,000 per month. Like Hellman, many of the people who live here are veterans.
We're on fixed incomes, and when they raise rent, that screws us. That screws guys like him and like myself, because we can't, we're only making so much money.
It's hard for Hellman to find another place to call home. According to Zumper data, in 2019, before the pandemic, the average one-bedroom apartment in Orlando rented for $1,200 per month. 3 years later, that rent increased to more than $1,600. It's fallen slightly since then to $1,450. But in that time, 1,100 people moved to the area each week, while almost no cranes have appeared in Orlando's skyline to accommodate them. Developer Craig Ustler believes things are about to get more expensive again.
We're in this gulf that nobody sees yet of lack of housing supply that is still okay for now because you're sort of living off that really big amount of supply that came on a few years ago. But that's largely been absorbed.
During those boom years after the pandemic, Ustler said his group built 16,000 units of housing per year, above the normal 10,000. But high interest rates have kept him and other developers from breaking ground on many of their projects. He says for a few years now, his group has only built between 3,000 and 5,000 units per year. While he and real estate agents expect rates will come down enough by the middle of the year to prompt people to start buying and building homes, it takes 3 years to finish a development.
You can do the math pretty quickly, but there's going to be a shortage of tens of thousands of units over the next few years. It's going to probably get back to some of the really scary times that we saw with double-digit rent increases. And then you're also, it's almost like someone blows a whistle and says, play the game again. But in that moment, that 2026, 2027, 2028, that's not going to solve the problem.
Last summer, Orlando leaders projected their city would be short 46,000 units over the next 10 years and launched an initiative called Orlando Unlocked to fill that gap. The plans include making it easier to build small apartment buildings and quickly approving designs for the Sunbridge area in East Orange County. The city says already room has been made for 60,000 additional units. Ustler told me this is the time people should be getting involved in what gets approved and where it should go.
We need advocates for more supply in the right spot. We can't just have people that are against it in the wrong spot.
In Altamont Springs, Nick Papantonis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.